Hey everybody, we are now checking in with one of the women's elite divisions. They are over at stage 6, and let me tell you, it is getting windier as the day progresses, which we've seen a couple people struggle with some of the shooting implements because of that. But this one is going to be a beautiful marriage of some heavy axle bars into pistol and rifle targets. I'll turn the camera around. They're about to get started, and then we will explain exactly what's on tap for their second stage of the day. So while they're getting set up, we can talk about who's in each lane. We have Katie Batiste, lane 1. Janae DeCossin, lane 2. Blair Drum, sup, lane 3. She looks right to it, we love it. E. Church, getting her bar set. And Jenna Blackwell,
athletes,
getting ready.
badass women you are.
The badass women you are, we love it.
2, 1, go!
And here we go, stage number 6. On those barbells for women's elite, or on their farmer axle bars rather, is about 130 pounds in each barbell. So they'll start with just a down and back of the farmer carry, then they will advance to the firing line, and we'll go over that once we get there. Then they will come back and have a 110-pound overhead carry back to the firing line, back here for another overhead carry, one more time to the firing line, so 3 total times. And then they will finish with the fitness of some farmer carry. So the fitness portion will have 4 rounds. The rifle and pistol will have 3. Looking at 15 shots with their rifle to start. Each round they will change which port they shoot through on the barricade. So they will go through here, here, and then right in the center. Blair dropping up your first athletes that made her way to the first firing sequence. When we talk about body positions on these, you'll notice that Blair came forward a little, leaning back at both knees. Then E. Church, she's in more of a crouching position. Then Jenna was originally just sitting on one knee, then changed. Get back on both. So far, Blair is in the lead. She's now made it to her freestanding pistol work. 12 shots here. Time cap for this one's going to be 15 minutes. E to your right, also working on her pistol. Each time they will shoot all 12 shots in one of those 3 squares.
It's on my target. Yeah, I make note of it.
Blair first one back, second round of the fitness portion. So here's where she will move to that overhead carry. Axle bar and weights are going to be about 110 pounds. Pretty good stability overhead. And to decrease that time under tension, she has a bit of a jog, brought it right into the front rack. Great, no reason to set the bar down if you can keep it on your body so that you don't have to clean it again. Both feet, have to cross all the way over their line. So she will now start her second of 3 firing sequences, beginning with the rifle. Janae making her way to the fitness part. Janae is your overall leader coming into day 2 of competition. Keeping in mind though that we're not going to get married to the leaderboard yet, because yesterday they had 4 stages. Today they will have 4, and then tomorrow the top 5 elite men and women will have 4 additional. So 12 total stages over the weekend. Plenty of room to move up on points. That's something that both Blair and E are going to be looking to do. Janae was ahead of E. E was in second overall by about 10 percentage points. Blair was sitting in 7th heading into today. She's somebody that we've seen continuously on the podium at events. Going to be looking to make some groundwork today and tomorrow. Blair on your left, E on your right. In her career, in Blair's career, she's had 8 podium finishes. 2 of those were first. In Utah and Iowa this season, second, and then she finished 3rd in Florida earlier this season. So we just had a change of leaderboard here. E is able to gain some time and is the first to strike on the 3rd portion of fitness, the overhead carry. This will be the last overhead carry that they'll have before they have one more time at the firing line, and then the final portion of fitness is just going to be that farmer carry. Both ladies with great overhead positions, hustling to make it through. And E gaining a little bit of time on Blair as she'll go to her last sequence at the firing line. So you're 1 and 2, right and left. Blair finishing up with her rifle, moving to the pistol. This will be the last time they will be at the firing line. Looking at a 15-minute time cap, we're just under 8 minutes in.
There we go.
So she'll just have to complete a down and back with the farmer's carry, cross the line with the axle bars and her body, and then her clock will stop. Blair just getting to her farmer carry as well. And E will clock in. What's her time? 7:19. Great job. Good work from E. Blair is now in well under the time cap.
Baby.
Can I mic you up, E?
Yeah. Should we step aside? So.
Yeah, we'll get out of the way so we don't get run over from people still doing this one. Second event of the day.
Yes, of the day.
Of the day, but are we now at the 6th event
Yes. So this is the sixth
your weekend.
event. Yeah. So, but my second event for today. Yes, but day 6. Yeah.
How was the body feeling going into today?
Honestly, I did such good recovery last night. I actually felt really good. I know a lot of people.
Do you want to give away your secret?
More sleep and lots of food. Like, that's literally what I did. I mean, we have a hypervol gun, so we use that. I have Normatec, so I use that. And then it was just like take a shower, eat a lot of food, and sleep. Yeah, that's the secret.
You were able to so far lock in the fastest time for this, but I heard you kind of talking at the firing line and then talking over here. What were you saying? What was going on?
Unfortunately, like if I win this event, I feel like it would be by like default because so there is a rule in the tactical games. We are in the outside elements, and when it's windy like this, a lot of times your target will get ripped right off the staple, and it is unfair to the person shooting if I can't see my target, right? So by default, they have to give you the rounds as a hit.
If your target goes off.
If it goes off, it was totally, completely off. I couldn't even shoot. So I would have been waiting and waiting and waiting to shoot. So that's sucky for me, but it's also because it couldn't stay, like I feel like I didn't get to prove it. I didn't get to prove that I can shoot on this stage. Like I know I can shoot, and I think other people know I can shoot, but it's still like I'd like to prove it each stage. So if I was, I think everybody understands, but if I was another competitor, I'd be like, that kind of sucks. And so to me, I just like to prove it, you know? So I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. Like good,
Yeah.
but like, you know.
I mean, you're a tough competitor, and I think one of the great things about this sport is that people don't want anything handed to them.
No.
They do want to be able to
I just want
prove.
my hard work to, you know, I came from a CrossFit background, and now I've been putting in like 3 years of hard work on firearms, and I want it to show through. I don't want to be just known as, oh, the CrossFit athlete that came in and you know, kind of can shoot. Like I want to be known as like a good shooter, and so I'm trying to like build up that reputation and show people, you know.
It was fun to watch you and Blair towards the end of that, kind of going neck and neck. You see her at a lot of competitions. You compete with a lot of these ladies. What is it like to now be at the finals and know that everybody is going for that same goal on top of the podium?
Oh yeah, I mean, I always say you have to respect everybody else's work, right? Like I know I'm working hard, but literally I know everybody else has probably put in just as much work, if not more, than I have, and you have to respect their grind. So, I mean, it's a huge privilege to be out here. I know that sometimes you're in a workout and you're just dying and you're thinking like, oh man, why did I sign up for this? But at the same time, you're like, it's because I love it. And so the rest of these girls love it, and it's good to be next to them, and an honor just to like compete against them, you know?
Awesome. Well, congratulations. Great work.
Thank you.
I'm sure we'll see you more.
Yeah, thank you.
How much is that farmer's carry?
I got it ready. It's just
Golly.
We'll see if we can find Blair. She threw a rock, but she sounded happy when she threw the rock. So we'll come over. She's already grabbing her things.
Thank you.
and then
I'm gonna get a picture with her real quick. Sorry.
yep, more staples than less.
Oh, they took a shit ton on this and they still put it. So we're changing cardboard. You don't look at my target.
But that's the fun part.
Missiles are deploying at the beginning of firing sequence 1. It is noted.
So what do I do? Like what?
Gil knows.
What's the concern?
My target flew off before my first shooting iteration.
Who was one?
At shot 1.
So you still got it rifle there.
I yelled, yeah.
So they're talking about what we just actually talked to E about, how their targets, because of the wind, were flying off. So trying to figure out, okay, what exactly is the protocol here? How can we make sure that we hold the integrity of the heat and the stage? Obviously, you're not going to have the athletes go again, and that's why, let me turn the camera around. That's why with a sport like this, like, yes, you're going to train really hard and you're going to do all of the right things, but sometimes the results do come down to, hey, was I in a windy heat? Was I in a heat where an athlete shot the wrong targets and they shot mine instead of theirs? So those are all different things that the athletes deal with when competing. So even if you have the perfect weekend, the elements being out here sometimes are factors in those results. All of these athletes working really hard, especially being at nationals where most of the athletes here, all of the athletes in the elite division have qualified to earn a spot. We will actually catch up with Blair, I'm sure, at another stage, as she is now working with Gil. He is one of our bosses that gets all of those things squared away, especially with scoring, arbitration. That's something that they do if your score, you think that it's wrong or you have a question. He is the one that takes care of all of that. And we are going to close it out on stage 6. That was the women's elite. We'll get that one uploaded for you guys on YouTube and Instagram, and then we will see you at the next stage.